It is nighttime, and we are live outside at the Empire Fight. The Rock, Rocky Marciano, the Brockton Brawler himself, one of the greatest fighters of all time, a sparkling record, and one of the best to ever do it. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
Just take note, look at the reach, look how much they're giving away in this fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine World Champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. These 2 fighters are made for one another. Someone tell these 2 that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. The media expects a lot from this fight under the stars here at night.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these 2. This is it. This is so exciting.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counterpunch. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The courage on display here is incredible. Nice counterpunch right up the middle. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Catch and shoot. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
You are fighting a swarmer. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
Beautiful counterpunch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Missing with the hook. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Now, I don't want you to...
Come back together.
Let's do it.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That counterpunch caught him clean. Looking to land the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Those counter punches have to hurt. When you're at a reach disadvantage, you want to get out of the middle of the ring and push your opponent against the ropes.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down, then you get a little dirty.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Rocky Marciano in trouble, do you believe this? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get a kitchen sink.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Just the same again. Done.
We'll go again.
There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He threw a punch and just got countered. He misses with that straight left. Perfect counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. Good counter punch. It's all offense all the time. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
He's in there with a Hall of Famer, a legend.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The straight right just misses. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scores with the counter. Try to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's a counter shot. A swing and a miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need to go back out there and I need to win this round. Get your mind
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Good work, you think.
smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him any.
Rocky Marciano, few have been better. One of the greatest of all time.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Tried to score with the uppercut. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Trying to land that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That hook doesn't score. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good defense with that left jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. So just
Let's start the six. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oh, there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again. Are you all right? You're out of there.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Well,
say my party the code is 7L3 7TQ.
What is it?
7L3 7TQ.
7TQ?
Yeah. You won this round, so shit. What round? What weight class you want to go to?
Middleweight.
Middleweight. Bet.
Yeah. You see, you a real nigga, bro. Niggas don't be liking when I pick the weight class.
Hell nah, shit. If I lost, nigga, shit, nigga, it's your turn to pick.
Yeah, but you finna figure out why they don't like the weight class pick.
I ain't doing no tripping. They got some nice fighters in here. They got Jake Lamont. They got fucking Joe. They got Terrence. They got Roy. They got some nice hitters over here. They got Canelo. I'll fight in this weight class. I ain't bagging down from shit. Me gonna scratch. Win, lose, or draw.
That's what I like to hear.
What you say, niggas? For business, nigga gonna fight, nigga. What you say? You win, you lose, but you live. Fight another day.
Hey, let's see.
Who you getting, bro?
Mr. Frog.
Oh shit.
Mr. Carl Frog.
Oh shit. You get Mr. Brock. Fuck it. You fight a problem fighting with Canelo.
It was gonna be a rough ass fight. For me.
Be a good ass fight. What you think about the matchup, or you think shit ain't a good matchup?
No, this is gonna be a hard fight for me.
Hell nah, nigga. I was just looking at that nigga shit. I look at his stats. That nigga got some strength, nigga. He got the game fucked up, and then he got heart too. I'm looking at him, his shit versus Canelo.
My nigga not no hoe. What you mean? My nigga just Carl Frog.
That's what I'm saying. You acting like he just nah, nigga. Hell nah. That's why I went and got Canelo.
I just know what Canelo can do.
Nah, everybody, I mean, shit. I'd be dumb not to think shit.
I mean, I would want you to pick somebody like that because you got needed for Carl Frog.
That's what I'm saying. And then you already know what you're doing on this show, fam. So shit, I ain't finna come here playing.
Hell no, you can't.
Better not. Just how your ass come to my game, you better not come playing with me. Shit, I'm on your turf right now.
Yeah. Stomping grounds over here.
You know what I'm saying? You bring your ass over here, you know what it is. But shit, right now,
What's that, Madden?
you know.
We can do that too.
Madden, 2K, Duty, whatever.
We can do the 2K too.
Man, we can't play. You have to come to the highs to play 2K. But like,
I'm gonna whoop you on 2K.
nah, hell, nah, you ain't doing none of that.
You say the hell, man.
I ain't gonna lie, you ain't doing none of that, brother.
I'm gonna whoop you on the 2K, bro.
All right, brother. What do you say,
And
Mr.
the man. I think I'm gonna get you in the man too.
Did you tell your brother how I put belt ass on you at Madden?
Yeah. Everybody knows. That's why I want my shit back. You know me, nigga, I know how to take a loss.
Not one thing about it, shit. You took your ass whooping like a man, shit. Most people, shit, you know, they get mad, you know, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like losing.
Hell no, don't nobody like losing, but you gotta know how to take your L.
You know, shit, take your L like a man, you know, shit.
That's what you just did on this Undisputed, that real nigga shit.
I just took my ass whooping for it. Fight me again, nigga. Shit.
Yeah. I'm ready when you ready.
I'm taking this blunt right now, and my brother Will talking talking to me right now. I'm finna add him to the call. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
We're sorry for any inconvenience.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm back. All right.
Oh, Will in his house?
Now I'm trying to get them. I was trying to call him.
You know how to add calls?
Hell no, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. And you know, I got that new update bullshit.
Go to you're gonna click more with a call going at. Click on more and then add people.
What'd he say?
Huh?
Well, fuck you too then, bro.
I just told you how to add that nigga, bro.
No, I'm talking to Will. He said he don't want to join the call. All right, that's good. Oh, he said, oh yeah.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. Many argue this man is the greatest super middleweight of all time, Carl the Cobra Froch. 6 foot 1 inches tall with a 75.2 inch reach.
I'll always go for reach. Every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's gonna touch you. But someone that can get it.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a 4-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United Kingdom.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing, Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Looking to land the hook. Hold her right there. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
At the halfway point, there's hold her right there. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Hold that thought. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That counter shot lands. A perfect counter shot. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
Unbelievable. No.
Do your business.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Did you see that? Canelo insists. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. out! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
That's Canelo punk ass, bro.
Hey man, shit, off the rip. Shit, it is what it is.
That's Canelo, bro. That's just Canelo.
The party 8CT number 8CT4 3P.
A or 8?
Number 8 CT4 3P. Nah, what weight class?
You can pick which one you want.
Nigga, you won.
Go to welterweight. Smoke your bud, bro. I'm smoking mine right now.
Yeah, I'm hitting it, bitch. You know, I'm just looking
You're
through.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You gotta lock in, brother. Bro, I can really get you right on this one, bro.
Nah, I'm glad you fighting the way you fighting, cause shit, Dez don't fight like that. I would been knocked his ass out.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid, bro.
But what I'm saying is, I'm right now. I'm not fighting how I'm normally, would be fighting. I'm trying to get high. You know what I'm saying? You pressing a nigga all fast and shit, and I like that. And I'm trying to work on my defense while you do that. But
Nigga, I'm getting high, I'm smoking while I'm fighting.
I know, but shit, you know the controls more than me. I'm still learning how to throw my shit and everything else, but it's all good, bro. I'm learning, bro, as we go. So keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I gotta press you, bro. So
Keep on doing that.
Oh yeah, good gas.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting on you to pick that black ass nigga. So I can get Canelo. That nigga Edge up fucked up on that ground. They gotta fix my nigga shit.
God damn.
You see that?
I'm Todd Grisham, and all the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
Time. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, the Undisputed. So here comes Saul Alvarez. This young fighter is only 20 years old, but he's already had 37 professional.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caution being thrown to the wind. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fight was so big, an arena couldn't contain it. Whoa, wait a minute. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How is this fight still continuing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That hook was off target. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap.
Oh my God, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. It appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? A very competitive round with 10 seconds. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let him back into the fight.
On to the second round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Oh, that punch. Swing and a miss with the hook. like he's going to try and bait his opponent here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to hold it right there. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Catch and shoot. There's a counter shot. Just missed with that hook. He saw that right hand coming a mile away. That counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Feel good. Just keep him on the end.
No, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence.
Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't
In your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence, stop him in his tracks. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your
out the defense on the end and what you do. Good work.
shots, be smart, get your shots off. Don't give him anything.
Keep smart. Relax now. I don't want you to load up.
Worry about it, kid. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Don't worry about that round. Don't
Go out there and finish him. Good work out there. The jab's working nice.
On to the third. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. Beautiful counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The straight right just misses. Caught him. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. It's all offense all the time. He blocks the right hook. They exchange punches. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Now breathe, just get your breath back.
Let's get out there, get your boxing back together.
Just take her in, the gaps will appear. Good work out there, the jab's working nice.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. That jab doesn't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Box them back together. You getting soft on me?
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that jab slip.
And there's the bell for round 5. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter punch caught him clean. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right?
Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot.
Get out there. Get your boxing back together.
Let's start the 6. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Back and forth they go. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Starting to take some deep breaths now. Hold it right there. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
His stamina is off the charts. You'd like to see more jabs. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. You were sound for me, kid.
You're starting to make mistakes.
Round 7, here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why...
Oh, my goodness, Johnny! Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
He got out of the way of that right hook. He parries away that left hook. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That left hook just missed. This fight has a real good flow to it. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally. And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Solid punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
So what?
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Looks like trouble was averted.
Whoa,
Johnny, we've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they not go down?
what recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
And that hook misses. Got out of the way of that right hook. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Good punch. Which fighter will say no mas? Perfect counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
Yeah, nigga, I'm trying to play the game, nigga. What you talking about?
Send me the call, my name.
Y69 2XL.
What was it?
Y69 2XL. What weight class?
Lightweight.
trying to hop on that Madden though.
You got for man too.
No, I'm talking about after this.
That's fine.
You the one said you wanted your lick back.